What is up, guys? We are back with another YouTube video, and it's been a year since the last video, right? The last video we made was the Ski-Doo revival video. That wasn't really that great of a video, but that was the last video that I put up on YouTube. So it's been a while. Take in mind, that was January of 2024. It's now January 2025, right? So it's been a while since I've uploaded, right? Hope you guys are having a good New Year's. I was having a phenomenal New Year's, right? And then I sank the Honda Rancher, right? So I don't know if you guys have seen this before on my channel. This is a 2020 Honda Rancher. I bought it brand new back during COVID, so 2020, right? And I was ripping it around today on my pond, was riding on the ice for about 45 minutes, and then I fell through. I hit a soft spot, this side sank in, and then the whole thing just kind of slid in and then flipped upside down. So yeah, it was not fun to get out. It was under the ice for about 2 hours. It was about 200 feet from the bank, so we had to dig a channel to get the strap through and then pull the quad underneath the ice with a truck. And then when we got it to shore, we cut a big square with a chainsaw, and then we kind of just flipped the quad up because the quad came up upside down, so the wheels were sticking up.
Well, I've slipped my clutch already. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, buddy. You don't have that problem if you just don't have a transmission.
Oh, look at the headlights, dude.
There's only about 6 inches of this tire above the water. It was like right about here, and every minute we took to get it out, it kept sinking lower and lower. I am very surprised we did not lose this Honda Rancher. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting this thing back running. Okay, I have a feeling it's going to be a pain in the ass. This is the first thing I've ever worked on that was EFI, electronic fuel injection, that I've sank. So it's either going to be easy like a carbureted machine, or it's going to be a pain in the butt because there's going to be a lot of electrical issues because there's water everywhere. And take in mind, it's also 20 degrees out right now, and yeah, that's pretty cold. It's not really cold to work outside in, but in terms of water and all the electronics and in the engine and all that, that's not good. So we brought it down to my dad's shop. We got it kind of warming up, right? It's not really the warmest in here. It's probably about 50 degrees, but that's better than my shop. That's about 25 degrees right now. So what we got over here is we got just a mixture of oils right here that I'm going to use just to flush it out, the first flush. We got like 10W30, 10W40, just a random assortment. We got just, Walmart brand 10W30 that we're going to use for the second flush. And then for the third time, this is going to be the oil we actually keep in it. We have the Lucas High Performance Motor Oil. Let me know what you guys run in your ATVs and things like that. I've always ran Lucas. I feel like that's not bad, but put a comment down below what you guys run. I want to kind of know what else there is out there and what you guys recommend, what you guys don't recommend. Let me know. And then I also have some fresh gas because this thing sat underwater for about 2 hours, so all that gas and everything's probably screwed. I got a thing of heat because yeah, I'm gonna drain the tank, but there's still gonna be water, in the tank everywhere. You know what I mean? Because there's probably gonna be some ice in this that I'm not gonna be able to get out. So I'm gonna do a time lapse real quick. I'm gonna pull the plastics off. I'm going to attempt to jack it up. I kind of can't move it. I brought it in my shop right there, and pretty much I live about 5 minutes from my dad's shop. Pretty much everything was frozen up on it. My parking brake, I had it for when I had it on the back of my truck so it'd be locked, was frozen. I could not get it to disengage. The key was frozen. All these switches were frozen. Like the brake lever, there's no movement of the cable right there. The throttle is frozen. The key was frozen. Like the screen is pretty screwed up. So I'm hoping I can try to get this thing running. So yeah, stay tuned. It's gonna be a good video. Okay, so we got all the plastics off that I really wanted to get off. I mean, these Hondas are really easy to get off. It's like 2 clips and then boom. The whole thing pulls right off. This seat weighs probably like a good 25, 30 pounds. Like, look at the water dripping off of it. I'm gonna set this right over here, right? That way I'm not working a shit ton of water. But, I mean, looking at this thing, it really does not look like it was sunken, right? I haven't checked the oil yet, I haven't done any of that, right? Like, yeah, there's some ice on the air box. I'm waiting to crack that open and see, like, what's in there. There's water in the headlights, right? But other than that, I mean, it's really not bad. I did rip a CV boot somehow. I don't know how, but that CV boot got ripped. So I'll definitely need a new CV axle and probably a new computer, unless it will somehow fix itself. But let's see what's underneath this airbox cover, because when I went in, I went in, you know, and I went like that, and I was trying to save it because I rode probably about 10 feet. Once it sank in, I was still going, and then I stopped, right, because the front end was then nosediving. It was still running, but the exhaust was still above the water, and like this whole, like half the quad was still above the water, right? So it might have been sucking in water, but it wasn't like, you know, flooding with water. So then I shut it off before anything bad happened. And we also broke that low reflector. Don't ask me why they're there. They're kind of pointless. But let's see, this thing's probably frozen on there. Ooh, oh yeah, there it goes. Woo, that thing is wet. That is not good at all. Let's check the old oil. You think water's gonna be flowing out of it or what? Probably, because this thing was submerged for a hot minute. Yeah, that ain't good. If there's that much oil coming out already, that means the whole bottom of that motor is packed full of water. I guarantee you the oil level right now is probably to the bottom of that piston, like, so like right in here, right at the bottom of the jug, because there's so much water and shit underneath it that it's forcing all that out. So I'm gonna get some tools, start taking things out, and yeah, I will update you guys a bit once I start draining the oil and showing you guys what that looks like. So stay tuned.
Okay, so in the next part, I kind of messed up the footage a bit when I was filming it. I meant to do a time lapse where I pause it, do real time, but I ended up not doing it right, so it ends up kind of just being a silent 8-minute long clip of me not talking. So pretty much I'm gonna skip through it. You didn't really miss much in this clip. Pretty much I drained the oil, showed how much water was in there, pulled the air filter out, and then I pulled the oil filter out. So there's not too much really that was missed. It kind of sucks because it was me draining the oil, but hope you guys don't mind, and yeah.
Okay, so I just realized that I was filming the whole oil drain thing completely wrong, so I'm gonna have to go back through and edit over that and do some commentary over it. I'm pretty sure I just snapped the injector nozzle, the inlet tube off my injector, I'm pretty sure, which is not good. Hopefully I can replace just that little nozzle. These stupid little clips wouldn't come off, and then it snapped right there, which is not very good, as I'm squirting gas everywhere. But dude, I'll tell you what, there's some things on this that I hate. Like some of these bolts, the way some of this is designed, it's like, why is this so complicated for just a utility quad? Like, it's not even anything special, it's a rancher, right? Like, it's insane. Like, there was so much shit to take off just to get to that. But yeah, I'm gonna put some gas, or not gas, I'm gonna put some oil in it, and we're gonna see if we can try to cycle it. Probably not gonna be getting it running tonight, considering I just snapped that off, and I'm pretty sure that is my injector, which is not good. But we're gonna put some oil in it, see if we can cycle it, pull a spark plug out while we do that, and see what comes out. So stay tuned. Okay, so I got it topped off with some fresh oil. One thing I forgot to do before I tried cranking it and pulling the spark plug out was I never pulled the oil filter out. Let's see. I don't know how much stuff's still gonna be in here considering we drained all the oil, but I have a feeling it is not gonna be good. The filter's probably gonna be very milky. I'm gonna, for washing it out, you know, trying to get all the shit out of it, I'm gonna put no filter in it, just that way everything can flow through it. I don't think it's gonna mess it up, especially with it not running. And then, you know, obviously once I get done rinsing it out, I got a brand new filter to put in it. Let's see if I can get this off one-handed. Come on. Don't really want to get a screwdriver or a hammer. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's actually not that bad. That's actually pretty clean. So, let that go right there. I'll set this over here. Now that my hands are absolutely covered in oil, let me grab one of these rags. Try to clean up my hands one-handed because I'm holding a GoPro. Wish I had a cameraman tonight, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do without. So let's pull the spark plug out. Had it loose. There it goes. If I can get my hand in there. I will say this is a really big engine for just being a single cylinder. It kind of blows my mind how it's so big. Well, there's definitely ice on that spark plug. I don't know if it was from when I pulled it out or what. So probably gonna need a new spark plug. So let's set that right there. Let me see if we can get it to crank. As you can see, there's still a shit ton of water. Let's turn that off just that way so it cranks. And we got nothing. Are we in neutral? We should be in neutral. Okay, we got nothing. That shouldn't matter. It should still crank. Actually, yeah. Woo! Damn, son, that's got some water in it. Woo! Ooh, yeah, that's got some water in it. That's not good. I'm also grab some PB Blaster just in case, you know, that those rings are probably dry from all that you know, from all that oil going, or all that water going past them. Just gonna squirt some of that down in there. I mean, it's not gonna really do much, but it's not gonna hurt, you know. You know, I never even put that oil filter cover back on. I just realized that. Yeah, we're making a mess over here, but it's flushing it out, which is good. That shit is fucking nasty. Woo! I wonder what's coming out of that when I crank it. Let's see. Yeah, that is not good. But I'm gonna put that back on, crank it for a bit, drain it, and we're gonna see what happens. So, okay. So I cranked it over for a bit. I just put the spark plug back in. Look at all this shit coming out of it. God damn, dude. I'm gonna close that up. Or actually, I can't. There's a lot of water coming out of that. Let's see if we can see that a little bit better. Woo! I'm gonna grab a crescent wrench. I'm gonna see what happens when I open that up. I probably even think about that, you know, little, I don't know what they call that, dust, I don't remember really what they call them, but we're gonna see what happens, how much water comes out of that. Probably a shit ton. Oh. Let's see. Okay, not bad. I thought there'd actually be a lot more water coming out of that, but see what happens when we crank it. Okay, not bad, not bad. So, yeah, I wish I didn't break my injector, because that would be really nice. And I just realized we're leaking fuel everywhere, I believe. Let's see. Set my GoPro right there. Okay. All right. So we're not leaking fuel. So either that fuel pump took a shit from all the water, or something else is wrong. But I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I'm gonna leave that oil in it. I'm gonna check the coolant before I leave, just to make sure it's not like 10% coolant, 90% water. You know, I don't really want it freezing. But yeah, we're kind of at a standstill, especially because I broke that, which sucks. But yeah, so I will update you guys in the morning when I work on this thing again. So okay, so I was pulling the front rack off and everything because I want to take this computer screen home, you know, try to get some of that water out of it. And you know, when we pulled it out of the pond, we never thought to check my front compartment. Right, my front compartment has microfibers, because when I go riding sometimes I put my GoPro in here. That one has ice on it. We set these over here to dry. And also that rack is lighter than that seat, which I don't know how, right? That seat has so much water in it. Kind of blows my mind. Set that right there to dry out. Like, that just shows like how cold this shit was. Look at that shit, those are soaked. Look at that. There's like just a shit ton of water in there. Yum, dude. But look, there's ice on these. That's insane. That just shows that like this engine probably could have froze up from how long it was in the water. Like, that's insane. That blows my mind. But I'm gonna take that computer screen off, and then I'm gonna call it quits for the night, because I think it's already like 10 o'clock at night. And I also broke my phone earlier, so I don't have a phone. So yeah, I should probably get home before people are like, dude, where did he go? So, but anyway, I'll pick up on this in the morning. So yeah. Okay, so we are back. It's been 2 days since we last filmed anything on the old Honda Rancher right here. Pretty much what happened was Saturday when I went through the ice, my phone got soaked, and then I fell through the ice again trying to get the Rancher out. So my phone was completely messed up. So then I bought a new phone yesterday, which was Sunday. Ended up not working. So then I had to go to the Apple store today, do all that. It was not fun. So I got my phone working now. So now we can work on the quad. Pretty much since the last time of me recording, we took the screen out. I got the screen sitting in some like RV moisture absorber. Try to get some of the moisture out of the screen, because I mean, I really don't want to buy a new screen. It's like $50, which isn't terrible, but it's like, then I got to get it programmed with the miles and all that, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that. But what we were going to do is we're going to pull this injector off, because I snapped the end right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that end is snapped off. And then while I'm trying to find an injector, because I got 3 Honda dealers by me, so hopefully one of them has them in stock. I'm going to see if I can get an air box for it too, because that air box has been cracked since I pretty much bought the quad. I cracked it like a month of me owning it, so it's been cracked ever since then. So I kind of want to fix that, so I can like go through some water a little bit now. I gotta get a new CV axle, because that boot is just destroyed. I don't know how. I don't know if maybe we hooked a strap to it while pulling it out or what, but it's all messed up right there. I think that's about it. Obviously an air filter, because if we come over here, this is the air filter that was in it. It is still dripping water. I don't think the camera's gonna pick that up, but it's dripping water. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this injector out. I'm gonna call around, see if I can find one. Hoping the place has one. And yeah, so stay tuned. struggle with that airbox. That airbox was not fun to get out. It wasn't even that bad. It has a small crack right here on the bottom. That should fix up with some, you know, silicone or plastic JB weld, something like that. That was the hardest part. The injector, not at all. The injector came out really easy. Here's the injector, small little thing. Right here is where I broke it. So that's why I gotta get a new one. That one's got maybe 1,200 miles on it, if that. See, it broke right there. So yeah, now I gotta get that out. But I'm gonna call around and see if any place has one of these injectors, and if they do, I'm gonna go get one, and we're gonna see if we can get this thing running tonight. So hopefully the next clip will be me at a dealership. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. We gotta wait 3 days for the parts for the Honda. We bought new CV boots, and then we bought, it ended up not being the whole injector. It's a little plastic piece that's on the injector. So it's a 2-piece injector. So it was like 50 bucks for all the parts. We got Logan, he's back.
How we doing?
Haven't seen him in about 2 years, okay? Since the last video he was in. What are you doing on the quad, dude?
Just adjusting your suspension a little.
Okay, show him what you're doing.
You're just now realizing that you got rebuildable suspension.
Yeah.
Or
I've had
suspension.
the quad for 4 years. Just realized you can adjust the shocks. So Logan, obviously we don't have the right tools. So what are you using?
So this is an oil filter spanner. This is what we're gonna be using to tighten this up a little bit.
Okay.
So there is a special tool that you need to adjust these, but sometimes you don't need that tool.
Boom.
You just gotta be a little smart.
So why don't you tell us what the little notches do too while we're right here?
So what those notches are is every notch is gonna adjust the preload of your spring right there. So it's the only adjustment you're gonna have on these shocks. These are non-rebuildable, so there's not gonna be any compression or rebound adjustment. So the only adjustment you're gonna be able to make is this spring preload. Every single one of these notches is gonna make it stiffer until it hits its stiffest point down here. And then once you turn it one more time, you're gonna notch right back down to that full soft. So it's minimal, but there is some adjustment there.
Yeah, and for the things I do with this, jumping and sinking them, I want a little bit stiffer suspension. So we got Connor working on his Jeep. He had a mouse in his engine bay earlier. Called him Fred, that's what we named him. So he's gonna finish the oil change, and then we're gonna start digging into the rear diff on this thing, draining the fluids and all that. So we'll be back real quick. Okay, boys, so we got a problem. This rear axle's locked up, so there's one of two things. The brakes somehow froze up from the time of me pulling it out of the pond, just sitting, or the diff is filled with water and she's frozen. Let's hope not, because it'll crack that housing. My shop's like 40 degrees, so it's not freezing, but it's practically freezing in here because it's so cold all the time. So let's see what happens when I pull this bolt out, and then I can get to the drain bolt. I think there's definitely gonna be some water in here. Come on, get out of there. Woo. By the way, this diff fluid's never been changed in the 4 years I've owned this. So this is factory 2020 Honda diff oil, okay? Let's see how it looks. Ooh, we got that bolt out. Oh, did I forget one? Yeah, we got one more bolt.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, thought I was oh, and it's a different size too. Hold up, I gotta slide over a bit. Or is it just stuck on there? No, I think it's just stuck on there, probably because it's just frozen. Yeah, there it goes. What's in the bottom of that by any chance?
Oh, just a little bit of nothing.
Okay, where's the drain bolt? Oh, we found the drain bolt, I think. It's hidden right in here in all this mud. So, someone want to get me a smaller screwdriver? There should be one right on the front of the quad. Should be a red handled one. Actually, I think I got it. Okay. So, we come up here, Grab a trusty dusty 10 millimeter because I think that's it. Yeah, that would be it. Now it's for the moment of truth. Is it water or is it oil or is it both? Let's see. Let's see what's gonna drain. Come on. Broke free and then it hit. You got a tight spot. Come on. Let's see. You guys ready? Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
This is not gonna be good. Let's see. Oh. Actually, that's actually pretty clean. It ain't great, but
Ain't got much in
there's not much in there. I think it's because it's not.
there. I think there might be a little water in there.
Yeah, let me hold on. Let me see if I can pull this off real quick. Okay, we got trusty dusty poor man toolbox right here. This is all you need. Okay. What you're gonna do? Gonna come over here. Let's take the strain bolt out. If I can. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not letting air in there, so that's why it's not draining. But that's probably not the reason. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, we got a little bit coming out. Oh, let me see that GoPro real quick.
I think that's what we call eggnog.
Yeah, look at that. That is nasty. Ooh. Ooh. That is not good.
You got some shop clean?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain this. We're gonna try getting these brakes freed up, and then I'm gonna fill it with diesel and just keep spinning it and seeing if I can clean it, because that's coming out like school paint. Look at that. That is like just, that's seen some water. That ain't good. So yeah, we'll be back in a bit. So yeah, that ain't good. Okay, so we think my brakes are frozen. I tried hitting on the drum, but apparently this drum's paper thin and I dented it. So we're gonna see what happens when I pull this axle nut off. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say they were frozen. There's water coming out of that. Let me see if this will come. Is this bolted? I think this is bolted. Yeah, so I gotta break every one of these bolts free.
I'll lay him up for you.
No, wait. Is that an 8 mil? Logan, you want to grab the 8 mil off the quad? I don't know why they, I think it's in the film. I don't know why they would use 8 mil bolts instead of 10, but. So Logan, why don't you tell them how bad the quad was sunk? Because I don't think they quite understand what we had to do to get this thing out.
Well, I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't say it was sunk. I would say you were running it as a submarine.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, this is why all Honda Ranchers should have snorkels on them that are at least 15 feet tall. The owners do tend to get stuck in the water quite a bit. Especially the ones that like to rip out on the ice when it's too thin.
It wasn't that thin. I just hit a soft spot.
Yeah.
I rode for about 45 minutes and then I hit a soft spot and I fell right
I think
through.
it was more about 45 seconds.
No, you saw all the donuts and all the, it looked like a racetrack out there from all the turns I was making. Man, these are some really long bolts just to hold a brake drum on. Oh, there's that one. Where'd that one go? You gonna see that? Oh.
Dude, I don't know how you had that strap wrapped around the hitch and it was staying on.
Well, it stayed on until the strap broke, and then,
Yeah.
well, because the thing was floating, and the tires were like this far out of the water, so like I kind of like pulled the quad towards me and I hooked it around the hitch, and it was working great until the strap broke that strap was tied to, and then it went, and it shot off. So
Spring would actually pretty
then Logan stepped in and wrapped it around the actual axle. Because by the time we were pulling it out, it was sinking. There was no more air.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
it
when I
was-
showed up, everyone was just standing around.
No one wanted
You were
to do
playing in
anything.
the water, getting cold.
Yeah, it was great.
It was pretty scary walking on the ice.
Yeah. especially with a big ass hole in the
No
middle.
matter how thick Jake tells you the ice was,
It was
cracking under our feet.
No.
We actually had to get a boat out on there just in case we broke through, which we did break through a couple times.
Yeah. I fell in 3 times. Okay, it was not great. I don't recommend it. So,
What if your CV axle was just stuck?
I don't see how that'd be
We
frozen.
feel pretty dumb right now.
No, I think it's the brakes, considering there's water dripping off of them right now. No, that's free then. Oh. I really need to invest in a good quality set of electric ratchets instead of sitting here with an 8mm wrench all night and just spinning these 6 bolts.
Well, you get a 1/2 inch drive to 3/8, and you get a 3/8 drive to a 1/4, and then you throw the 8mm on that 1/4 and use impact.
That'll work. We can use 1/2 inch impact. Probably break every bolt we take out tonight. It just makes the job more fun, you know. I don't think this job was too complicated, so I think we're gonna have to make it more complicated. Okay, how much water are we saying in this?
1/2 quart.
Well, I drained about 5 gallons out of the engine, so I could say that'd probably hold a 1/4 gallon at least.
That's not gonna hold a 1/4 gallon.
I don't know. Let's see.
It's also not like an empty space in it. It's full of stuff.
Yeah, but I think it'll hold.
Brakes.
I have a feeling there's gonna be water, a lot of ice, and come on,
It's gonna be hilarious if it's just big ice chunks.
probably. Oh, I gotta somehow get a screwdriver. I can't beat on it. Yeah, try that. Where's the screwdriver? Oh, wait, there's a screwdriver up there. Okay, I got this one. This clapped out one.
Is there a gasket on there?
Probably.
No. It's just the edge of it.
Feels like there's something. I guarantee there's probably just a rubber seal or something.
Whoa!
Oh my.
What's it look like in there?
Don't look at the. Yeah. Yeah, ice would explain itself.
Wait, that's not even the drum. That's just the cover. We still have to get the drum off. That's the drum.
Dude, I think it's a little frozen in there.
Oh, this is okay. That would explain why that dented. That's just the water cover. Oh,
Damn, son. What if everything in your axle's frozen?
no, I think it'd just be. I don't know. Hammer that hammer. For sitting under
Wait,
it.
give me that light. You can see the ice that goes all the way.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
terrible. It's freeing up. Logan, try spinning that wheel. Try spinning the axle on that side as he walks away. Oh, careful. No. Woo! That is bad. That is bad. Logan, try spinning that axle and seeing if it freed up any.
Look at this right
Let's go this way. That way it won't blind the camera. Yeah. Now we just gotta put the engine in neutral, I think.
I don't know how to get it.
Just keep going all the way down. You're gonna have to rock it. We're gonna have to rock it. I think that went. Try that now. Let me try hitting on it more.
There it goes. Keep it moving now, boys. Oh yeah.
Okay. Rule of thumb: if you're gonna sink your shit, make sure it's in the middle of the summer where shit doesn't freeze to it. So, or do it quickly. So. Okay, we're gonna get some diesel and we're gonna try flushing out that. We'll show you guys how to do that in a bit, so we'll be right back. Okay, so we got an old gear oil jug filled with some diesel. These things are so useful to fill up with diesel. So what we did, we put the bottom drain bolt back in and we're just gonna sit here and just load it up with the old diesel because it's not gonna hurt it just to flush it out. Boom. She's full to the brim. Logan, you wanna come over here and spin this for us? Okay, he's gone, so I'm gonna do that myself. So,
Let's see if you want to hold it. I can
oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, there it goes. Now she's spinning. think my CV boot's frozen. Look at it. Look at that CV boot spin. There's a high spot right there. So we're gonna spin it for a bit. Usually you got the wheel on, so it's easier to spin, but it ain't working. Now we spun it for a little bit. Pull that drain bolt out. It's gonna get all that oily and fucking shitty shit out of it. See how dirty that diesel is? That was like a bright red when it went in there. Now it's like a, almost like a pink. Sweet. So there's that. That's something you can do to kind of get some of the water out before you put your oil in it. So we're just gonna leave the drain bolt off, let it sit, and yeah. Okay, so we are back. We got Keegan right here, just doing Keegan things. We got the fuel pump out. While it was out, we brought it to Honda to get it warrantied out because these pumps are known to go bad. So I think it's 2019 and 2020 Ranchers. They got a recall on the pump. So I was like, you know what? It's already out of the thing. I'm gonna go get it recalled. Pretty much what happens is the actual pump itself goes bad. So you can either bring the whole machine to them, or you can either bring them just the pump and they tear the pump apart and replace just that middle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this thing back in there, and this thing's gonna be running. So get ready and stay tuned. Okay, so we got the fuel pump back in. As you guys can see, we left the vent off because we're not done with it yet. Keegan, give that thing a flick. Let's see if we got fuel. We should. Is the screen on? Keep trying. Keep flipping it. Yeah, there it goes. Do it again. Yeah, sweet. Fuel pump is working. Don't mind the loud ass air compressor that just turned on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for that to shut off, and then we're gonna see if this thing will start. So yeah, it's been a long wait, but this thing will be running. Okay, so we got the line hooked up. We had fuel going to it. Let's turn the key on. Let's see. So now there should be fuel going to it. Kill switch is in the run position. Let's see. Oh, let me move that. I don't want that falling. Spark plug's on, right? Yep, spark plug is on. Let me make sure. Yep, sweet. Woo. Let me try holding my hand right here to try to choke it. Give it a shot of starting for us. Just a light dose. Ready? Hey, we might have to put it on the jump starter. Yeah, we gotta put it on the jump starter. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see if she'll go. Yeah. On. You know what I think it could be? I think the exhaust pipe is plugged up with ice. Like, you think the muffler, the packing in the muffler is just filled with ice, so it's creating so much back pressure that it just will not fire. Because it fires, and then there's so much back pressure that it can't force it out. Put your hand up next to that. See if it'll, see if you feel anything. Because it was shooting water out at one point the other day.
There's fucking nothing.
There's nothing?
There's nothing.
Here, hold that. Or here. Or is it coming out of the bottom? Because I took the plug out of the bottom. Go. Yeah. The exhaust is froze up on it, so we got to figure out how to pull that off real quick. So yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, so we took a little break from starting it. What we have going on is we had the little propane heater blowing on the exhaust. Because what's happening, even though after we sunk the quad, we tilted it up, got all the water out of it, what we think happened was, obviously in here, right, it's probably packed full of ice. Not necessarily right there in the exhaust, but right here in this low spot, there's probably, you know, water settled in there, froze, right? My shop's not really heated the greatest, right? So it can't really melt out of there. Plus it's in a low spot. And even though I cranked it afterwards and forced a lot of it out, you know, it still probably sat there because the engine had a shit ton of back pressure. What we noticed was it was shooting out of the intake. It wasn't shooting flames or anything, but you'd hear it go whoosh, whoosh. So we're gonna let this thing warm up for a bit because as you see, it is dripping, so it's clearly melting something out of the exhaust. So we're gonna let it sit here for probably a couple more minutes. We'll come right back, we'll try starting it, and I guarantee you it'll probably start. So okay, so we just moved the heater back. We got a little puddle sitting right there. We're gonna see if it'll run. We're getting some exhaust out of the tailpipe. It's not a lot, so we're gonna see if we can start it, force some of that shit out of there. Keys on, right? Yep, keys on. Woo! Oh, the old Honda's alive. Is it forcing anything out? Yeah, there's a little bit. Woo! Okay, I just had to shut the air compressor off. It's running. I think the exhaust is still plugged up right now. I'm gonna see what happens if I try giving it just a little bit of throttle. Yeah, that exhaust is definitely plugged up. It kind of sounds like a dirt bike. Is it forcing shit out? Yes. Yeah, there's still a lot of water in there. Damn. Well, she's running. So we're gonna let it idle for a bit and then we're gonna change the oil and see how that goes. So yeah, the old Rancher's running, so.
we got it jacked up before we do the oil change. I'm changing the rear diff or the front diff fluid because it's nasty. Let's show you how nasty it is. We're gonna turn the old axle shaft. Look at that shit. Ooh, ooh, that looks. Oh. Look at that. That is nasty, dude. That is nasty. Woo. That is nasty. Damn.
Jacked up. Jacked up. So I'm filming a video of the jack stand we're on right now. Jacked up. Jacked up, you know.
Actually, now that the wheel's off, we could probably put one on the jack stands actually under the back. We could probably actually put jack stands under the back. It works great. It is.
Yeah. What's gonna go wrong? Nothing.
Because I don't trust it. I got here and it was still up.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me see
Like,
it.
I can probably.
Okay, let's see how this oil looks. Right, nasty. Let's see. Woo! That's fucking milky, dude.
What?
Oh.
Oh, Jake, I'm sorry. We gotta buy a new one.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's the second. This is the second thing of oil. Woo! Oh. Oh, it's so nasty. Woo! Ooh. Yummy. That is nasty shit.
Okay, so we got it top back off with engine oil. We got the front and rear diff flushed out and filled back up with gear oil. Now we're gonna start it, let it run for a bit, and then we're also gonna put it in gear. So then that way it's working the transmission, the four-wheel drive, and both front and rear diffs. Turn that key on. Woo! He's alive. Okay, let's put her in 4. Let's see if I can. Sweet. That's spinning both of them. Yeah, so we're gonna let it idle for a bit. We're gonna do a time lapse of it just sitting here idling, and then probably when we come back, we're going to drain all the oils again, and hopefully by then they should be clean. So, yes, sir. Okay, so we're back. We got Logan back again. So pretty much what we're gonna do is we bought more oil. We're gonna do more flushes on it because if Logan moves his foot real quick, I'll show you guys. It's still pretty milky. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it run for a bit, get it nice and warmed up. We're gonna flush it out again, and hopefully this time it should be nice and clean, and then we can start putting it all back together and riding it. So start this thing up. You got yeah, the keys right there. Ooh, really mounting it right here.
Really?
Hey. No, you can't give a throttle, it kills it. Woo! He's a runner. Just got to put her back together, and he'll be practically good as new. So, okay, so we got Logan filling it up so we can do another flush. And this is the oil that is coming out of it. Way better than the stuff before, but still not great. So I'm kind of hoping with this flush that it'll kind of clean it up a whole lot better before we put the Lucas that we have right there. But anyway, he's gonna fill that up. We're gonna let it run for a little bit, probably start putting it back together, do another oil change, then we'll update you guys. So okay, so we put the wheels back on it, we flushed the fluid. Logan, what are we doing?
Starting her up and ripping her, bud.
Yeah, so pretty much what we're gonna be doing is gonna be going from that garage door to there, back to there. I'd rip it outside, but I don't really want to get it covered in snow and then bring it back in here and have to work on it again with flushing it out. So we're gonna do a little time lapse of us just going boom, 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 back and forth till we get the thing nice and warmed up, the diff's nice and warm, and then we're gonna change all the fluids and we'll see how it looks. So. Okay, so as you guys just saw, we drove it forward and backwards. We did some wheelies. We did a burnout with it. I don't know if you can really tell on camera if we did that or not, but we definitely did it. Here's what the oil looks like. I mean, it's significantly cleaner than what it was, you know, 20 minutes ago. I mean, it still is a little dirty. It might be because the pan's got a bunch of stuff in it. This is our miscellaneous drain pan that we use for a whole bunch of different things. So we'll set that back under there. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm absolutely starving. I'm probably gonna go get some Taco Bell because I absolutely love Taco Bell and it's like 10 minutes up the road from my shop. So I'm gonna let the rest of this oil drain out, and then when we come back, we'll put new oil in it, we'll change the diffs, then we'll start putting the air box back on. I gotta grab my plastic welder at my house so I can fix a little crack in that, and then it's got probably an hour worth of work, and then it'll be back ready to go, ready riding, and she'll be done. So yeah, I'll update you guys in a bit. Okay, we're back. I got Taco Bell, as I said I was. We got Russell over here prepping the air box for some plastic welding, scuffing it up for me. We're gonna be doing a time lapse of me just kind of fixing that up a little bit. It's not really too hard, but yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so we just fixed it up. We did the plastic welding. It's not pretty, but you know, it sure beats buying a new airbox. You can't see in there. It's sealed up. It's pretty sturdy. So now we're gonna do a time lapse of me just putting the quad back together, filling it with oil, starting it again, and then we'll go through, change the oil again, and yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, so we put a lot of it back together. I gotta wait to put in the front because I gotta get a new screen, and you kind of can't get to the wires with the front piece on. And we left the seat and everything off. But in terms of the air filter, that's in. All the electrical up here is in, and then we put in a new air filter right there. We probably put too much of the oil, but you know what? Screw it. It is what it is. So let's put that there. Lock that back on. Oh, where's the key? Here it is. Whoa. Woo. So we're gonna let it run for a bit, and then we're gonna do the last oil change, and we still have to do the diff fluids. So yeah, she's coming along pretty nice. Okay, so as you guys just saw, we did a little ripping in the shop on the four-wheeler. Okay, she ain't quite done yet. I don't want to take it outside. So what we're doing is we're draining the last of the Walmart oil out of it. As you guys can see, we got Russell over here pulling the old Honda filter off. So now pretty much what we're gonna do is we're waiting. I gotta call the Honda dealer, get a new screen on the way, or see if I can find one online. And then the thing should be ready to go, and then we'll be ripping the thing outside. I mean, the old Honda Submarine is back alive. She was ripping. Oh, she sounded like she never sang. But yeah, I'll update you guys when I get the screen, and yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so we are back. It's been probably about 3 weeks since the last time we worked on the Rancher. There's currently no more snow outside. It's all gone. So that just kind of shows how long it's kind of taken us to get this done. It's been like 2 months since I pulled this thing out. But anyway, I got the last part from the Honda dealer. We got the new computer screen. So now we should be able to put the computer screen in, bolt up all the plastics and everything, put that all back together, and then we should be able to take it for a rip. So anyway, stay tuned, and yeah. so we got the Rancher pretty much put back together. Plastics are all on it. The only thing we don't have on it is the front rack. That got bent a while ago, so when I pulled it off, it was all messed up. I got to straighten it. It's sitting right there. So we're gonna leave that off for now because I want to put a better, brush guard on it. I like the Foreman's better than the Ranchers. They kind of look a little bit better. There's more covering, so I might try to find one of those to put on the front of this, or just try to straighten that rack. We still got the CV axle on that one side, but that'll be fine for now, just to get it running and riding. So yeah, I'm gonna throw my helmet on. I'm gonna get this thing outside, and we're gonna just take her around the building for a little rip and have some fun. So. Okay, so we got the Rancher out of the garage. Put the new screen in. One thing that sucks about the screen is it's not programmed, so everything's back to 0 on it. That's no big deal. But anyway, she starts right up. Let's give her a little rip, Woo! I miss the old girl. Okay, so we got the Rancher out of the garage. She's running pretty damn good. As I said, the front rack, still got to put that on, but it's bent. So I'm going to try to find a different bumper, preferably the Foreman bumper, because they look meaner. They kind of protect the headlights a little bit more. Still got water in the old headlights. That's fine. I tried doing a little riding footage, but I kind of suck with the helmet mount for the GoPro, so it just came out like terrible. But I'll put a couple clips in right here if you guys want to look at them real quick. But I mean, she's back. She's an absolute machine. 2 months ago she was underwater. Now she's back running like nothing ever happened. Like you pulled her out for the spring. What a machine. Well, boys, the Rancher's done. This video took me about a year to film because I started filming it and I kind of took a little bit too long to get parts, and next thing I know it was springtime and the video was kind of winter related because I sank at the beginning of 2025. But the Rancher's done. We still got to put a front rack on. I never ordered one because I gotta buy one. The old one's messed up, but I never ordered it. We still gotta fix the CV boot, but that's not that major. That's something we can fix at any time. But I mean, she's running. It's an absolute machine. I wanted to get more riding footage. I thought, I was gonna ride a lot in 2025, but a lot of my buddies sold their quads, so I kind of just sat. I think I only put, see how many miles I put on it so far. Since I've sank it, I've put a total of 32 miles on it. So, yeah, I mean, it was a crazy video, but we got it running. Probably if I sank a quad again or something with a motor, I'd probably do it a little bit different. But I mean, it was my first time, so I mean, it runs like a top. It was a pretty damn good video. I can't complain. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's try not to sink anything again, but I'm sure that we'll probably sink something again in this channel, but can't kill a Honda. I mean, they're submarines for a reason. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. I got a couple goals for this channel this year. I got 1,000 subscribers, 25,000 views, and 6 videos. With this video and the snowmobile video, the MXZ video, that'll make 2 videos. And we're gonna release this probably March of 2026, maybe April 2026. So that'd be 2 videos. I got another snowmobile video, so potentially 3 videos. So that gives me about 8 to 9 months to get 3 more videos out. And I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.